They fought for us, now it's our turn to fight for them. Operation Heal Our Heroes is on a mission to end veteran suicide and help service members successfully transition to civilian life. Let's welcome the organization's founder and executive chairman, Everett Weston. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Layla.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
So you served in the Army.
Yeah, 5 years active duty.
5 years active duty. What was that experience like?
It was the best experience I'd probably never want to do again.
Is that right? That's an interesting way of putting it.
I joined as a result of 9/11. I was a junior in high school, just outside of New York at the time, so it had a very big impact in my community, and it was a call to arms for myself, if you will, to try and, try and do something for what happened to our country. So I learned a lot about myself in the process.
During your time serving and after coming back into civilian life, what did you see with your fellow comrades and the experiences that they were going through, that you went through, making that transition back to regular civilian life?
Yeah, the transition is very difficult for veterans, especially when they from that inflection point of becoming a serviceman or woman to a veteran. There's a chasm, if you will, where you lose your task and purpose rather than knowing what your mission is every day.
Right.
It's you go into a little bit of a morass trying to figure out how to make a meaningful purpose in your life, and many don't know where that is. Even for myself, I come from a good background. I struggled myself.
Really?
And so I sadly lost one of my closest friends to suicide shortly after I got out of the Army, and that was a big wake-up call to myself that I wasn't taking care of myself as much as I needed to, but moreover, all my guys and people I served with, what's happening with them who are in different parts of the country.
In many cases, these are young people with their whole life ahead of them as well. So when you think about the suicide rate and how young a lot of these victims are, they had their whole lives in front of them. How did you get your feet under you?
Yeah, it's devastating to think about. I had the great benefit of having friends and family rally around me. I began to proactively seek out mental health resources so that I could deal with some of my own traumas and the darkness that I was trying to traverse myself. But many veterans don't have that access point, and the stigma associated with saying you're broken and you don't know what's going on, it's difficult for people trained with that warrior ethos to acknowledge.
Let's talk about Heal Our Heroes. So when did you start this organization, and tell us a bit more about the inspiration behind it?
So December 4th, 2014 was when we did our first event, which was a year to the day of when I buried my good buddy. It was initially designed to commemorate his life and the great person he is and was.
And how old was he?
He was 27.
Gosh, yeah.
And so we threw an event first about a little over 10 years ago, and from that event we had many people, after I spoke that night, reach out to me saying that they had a friend or family member that's suffering silently. They didn't know how to help, and through my words they felt empowered to go speak to them and connect them with our cause and the resources that we facilitate. So that really inspired me to build the organization and began tackling this mission.
What are some of the programs that you offer through your organization?
So we're a very lean organization. We're volunteers, but what we've built is an affiliate network of organizations across the country that provide free access to private mental health care resources, so that if a veteran needs something, they don't have to go through the red tape of the government. They can go directly to a trained professional, and we make all that free. And so we've built a great network, organizations like the Headstrong Project, for example, that enable those veterans to get access to help.
Sounds like community creation is incredibly integral to the work that you do, because they often isolate, they self-isolate.
Absolutely, you nailed it. Isolation is the biggest problem. Veterans go back to whatever corner of the world where they're from, and they don't know how to relate to others, and so building community around shared experiences is one of the best ways that we can help veterans find fellowship.
That's wonderful. So you do have an event that's coming up. It's called the Heroes Car Wash Grand Opening. Okay, all right. Will you be washing any cars?
I will.
You will? Oh,
so
okay.
one of the big things that I've focused on, not only mental health, but also task and purpose, employment for veterans, being part of a mission. And so we're building a car wash that's almost done in North Charleston on Dorchester Road. where we're seeking to employ veterans that are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
We're opening about a month from now.
That's great. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're going to have a very patriotic mission and,
Yes.
and goals to help as many veterans from that. And from the memberships that we sell on car washes,
Yeah.
those funds will be going back to the nonprofit for our mission there as well.
Terrific. Well, until that car wash opens, which you say is going to be at the end of November, off of Dorchester Road, by the way, everybody, where can people donate, find out more information, and seek other programs?
Yeah, www.operationhoh.com. It's our website. They can feel free to reach out to us. We'll have somebody connect with them and help guide them to where we can provide resources.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Everett. Really appreciate you coming
Thank you,
on to
Layla.
share with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.